Hiya, welcome back to Green Hill Gaming, where I share my passion of video games with the whole wide world. In this live stream, I'll be playing Amy the Hedgehog 2 in Sonic Origins Plus. Why did I call it Amy the Hedgehog 2? Well, in Sonic Origins Plus, for the first time ever, you get to play as Amy in not only Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but Sonic 1 and 3 and Knuckles. So sit back, relax, but as always, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. So, the thing about Sonic Origins Plus that I absolutely love the most is the fact that it feels like a 90s game, like the Sonic the Hedgehog series, the like original Sega Mega Drive Sonic series, right, that released on Sega Mega Drive in the 90s, has received DLC in the year 2023. That's what it feels like. So it feels like, as I said, Sonic 1, 2, 3 Knuckles has received DLC where you get to play it as Amy Rose for the first time all these years later. It's actually the best part of Sonic Origins Plus. It just gives these games just a whole new flavor, right? A whole new lick of paint, so to speak. Like, as I said, these are games that came out in the 90s on Sega Mega Drive. They would have been re-released many times over the years across various gaming services like the Nintendo Wii Virtual Console and other services. They would have been re-released across Sega's own classic collections over the years, and as fun as it is to play these really iconic games, okay, like, they were always the same game. It was always the same experience. Whereas, as I mentioned now, with the fact that you can actually play as Amy Rose in Sonic 1, 2 and 3 Knuckles for the first time, it just gives these classic games a sense of freshness. And yeah, as I said earlier, it feels like the games have actually received DLC all those years later. It's insane. It really is. Just imagine how insane it would feel if, I don't know, Grand Theft Auto 4 got DLC. That would be insane, wouldn't it? Because that came out on PS3, Xbox 360, right? That was many years ago, right? But imagine going further back, and even further back, to Sega Mega Drive, and imagine Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on Sega Mega Drive getting DLC where you get to play as Amy Rose. Well, you don't need to imagine, because it's a reality in Sonic Origins Plus. So yeah, I'm now going to play Sonic. I'm now going to play Amy the Hedgehog 2. So yeah, enjoy. I love these animated cutscenes. It adds a whole new layer of story to the games. The cinematic cutscenes like these for Sonic 1, CD, 2 and 3 Knuckles, both from the beginning of the game and the ending of the game. There's also something that adds a sense of freshness to these classic, iconic games. As you can see, you get quite a few options. So you can play obviously as Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, but for the first time ever in the history of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, outside of fan-made games and mods and whatnot. Okay, I'm talking about official channels here, right? Officially from Sega, this is the first time where you get to play as Amy Rose in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. You can do Sonic and Tails, Knuckles and Tails, or wait a second. It's kind of ironic considering the kind of like relationship between Sonic and Amy that you can't actually play as Sonic and Amy. That's a strange one. So I'm just going to choose Amy. Now, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is actually my favourite game in the entire series. I'm not very good at choosing my all-time favourite anything, or my top 10 or top 5, top 3, my all-time favourite of anything. I just can't. I can barely give a review to something. But I can just easily say that Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is my favourite game in the series. Probably because of how I was introduced to the game. It's such a fond memory. I was a little kid, I went into Smith's toy stores, my local video game store, still standing over 30 years. Rest in peace, GameStop. You won't be missed. When there was a kid, Smith's toy stores, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 had just released, or it was about to be released, and they had the Sega Mega Drive hooked up to this portable TV, and of course, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was, well, it must have been out if Sonic the Hedgehog 2 cartridge was in the Sega Mega Drive, and I played the first couple of zones. I think it was only the first 2 zones. So I stood there as a kid just having the time of my life, playing Sonic 2 for the first time. I had played Sonic 1 and Master System. I played the Sega Mega Drive version, so at that stage I had become a fan of the Sonic series. But playing Sonic 2 was just so much fun. Obviously, I got the game then and instantly fell in love with it. So I could even say, like, even though I played Sonic on Sega Master System and Sega Mega Drive, I think it was Sonic 2 that really like just made me into the fan of Sonic the Hedgehog that I am now. So I love this game, my favourite game in the series. Anyway, enough talking, gameplay. Emerald Hill Zone 1. I also think that this game has the best soundtrack of the series. But look at this. This is not Sonic. This is not Tails. This is Amy Rose, who wouldn't be introduced until Sonic CD. Now, this isn't just a cosmetic thing, okay? This isn't Fortnite, yeah? Where you pay actual money to get a cosmetic change. Not only does, like, okay, so visually I'm not playing as Knuckles or Tails or Sonic, I'm playing as Amy Rose. But that's not where it ends, okay? That's not where it ends. If you jump, you get a standard jump, you press jump again, Amy uses her hammer to do this like spinning hammer attack. But if you jump and hold down X, she will actually run with her hammer to do a running hammer attack. So you can change up your style. Might even hit a few of those fish. See? Completely different way to play the game. For the first time. As I mentioned at the start of the live stream, I have played this game so many times over the years. Obviously when it first released on Mega Drive, I would have been playing a good bit of the game, try to get all the Chaos Emeralds and whatnot. As the years went by, many years would go by, I would have the opportunity to re-experience this game through Nintendo's Virtual Console on the Wii. And that was a nice magical moment. Same game, same experience, so it was a feeling of nostalgia, like returning to this game that I grew up playing, and it was an amazing experience, absolutely, to return to your childhood game. Even before, I should mention actually, even before I played it again on Nintendo's Virtual Console on the Wii, I actually played it on Sega's own Sonic Classic Collection, I think it was called, on the GameCube. So that would have been PS2. So that would have been before the Virtual Console. Then the Virtual Console Then they came to the Wii U Virtual Console, the 3DS, where you can actually play it in 3D. But again, apart from experiencing, Sonic 2 in stereoscopic glasses-free 3D, and it was the same experience. It was the exact same experience I was playing all these years. So here we are now playing it. Obviously, you could also point out the obvious fact that this is actually a remaster. This is a full-on remaster. This isn't an emulation, which all those other versions I mentioned would have been. This is a full-on remaster, so it's visually enhanced, and the audio has been enhanced. And now, with Sonic Origins Plus, for the first time, you get to play it as Amy Rose. Which, as I mentioned and as I showed, it doesn't just change the game from a cosmetic point of view, it changes the game from a gameplay point of view. I think the icing on the cake would have... Right now there's no icing on the cake. It's a lovely cake, but there's no icing. The icing on the cake would have been if there was like an additional animated cutscenes showing like Amy in Sonic 1. The only reason that wouldn't exist from a logical point of view is the fact that she wasn't in the lore of the series at that stage. So that would be like if it was Resident Evil. That would be like Ethan Winters showing up in the mansion incident. Wouldn't make any sense. So you kind of have to look at it from a logical point of view. It's easy to look at it as a fan and say, I really want to see Amy Rose in a cinematic cutscene for Sonic 1, but it just doesn't make any sense. So I'm so used to playing as Sonic, I very rarely use Amy's abilities, but rest assured, as I showed you, she does have her own abilities, like the running hammer attack. Just to see, like, even the text, like, Amy got through Act 1, not Sonic, not Tails, not Knuckles. I don't think they should stop there. I think they should actually add to Sonic Origins. I think Sonic Origins Plus should have been a sequel. I think they should have really waited until maybe like even next year to do like a full-on sequel to Sonic Origins, where they maybe could have even done something where it's like Sonic 3D Origins, but that's going in a completely different direction though, isn't it? But if they stuck to the 2D games, they could have done full-on remasters of the actual Master System versions of the game instead of the Game Gear versions. Like these kind of remasters. And on top of that, what they could have done, see the hammer attack there, is maybe even have like Dr. Robotnik as the playable character. Sonic Shadow. Imagine being able to play Shadow the Hedgehog in Sonic 1. Like imagine a 16-bit like pixel Shadow the Hedgehog, because he wasn't introduced until Sonic Adventure. Oh god, I'm gone. Ooh, that was close. Pop back into the bonus stage. Try to get a second Chaos. Look at the way she runs. But yeah, the best part of Sonic Origins Plus for me is the addition of Amy Rose in Sonic 1, 2 and 3 Knuckles. It's just that feeling of like getting DLC, because essentially that's what it is, it's DLC for a game that came out in the 90s. I haven't come across anything like that in all my years of gaming. Like I know the concept of a game receiving DLC. Sometimes it might even be not rings, how dare you. Sometimes it might be a case of like, you might even have a case of a game might be out a year and a half, 2 years, and it might receive DLC. You know, I'm aware of the concept of a long-running game, like a live service game, continuing to get, like, look at No Man's Sky, for instance. Um, that gets continually updated. But just a game that came out in the 90s on Sega Mega Drive, getting DLC, which is essentially what that is. I'm not saying, obviously, like, I mean, if you own your physical copy of, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Master System, like, I know that you're not going to be getting DLC, but you know what I mean. You know, it's the principle that matters. It's the principle that matters. And I see that Emily has joined the live stream. Hello to you. Great to have you on Green Hill Gaming. As always, how are you doing? Welcome to my Sonic Origins Plus live stream, where because of Sonic Origins Plus, I am playing what I'm calling Amy the Hedgehog 2. Because for the first time, thanks to Sonic Origins Plus, you get to play as Amy Rose in Sonic 1, 2, and 3 and Knuckles. So I hope you're doing well, and I hope that you enjoy. Yeah, long time no see. As always, great to have you in the live stream. Again, hope you're keeping well, and I hope that you enjoy the live stream. I'm doing a lot more live streams lately because I'm kind of taking a break from Tears of the Kingdom, but I can never quite fully take a break from Tears of the Kingdom. I have to say, I've done so much in that game. I've completed the main story. I actually did that twice. Now, when I said twice, I don't mean I restarted the whole game. I mean that I just restarted my previous save file and fought the boss again because I missed one of the stages. I have done a shit ton of side quests, side adventures, shrines, you name it, I've done it. I'm not aiming to 100% that game because it's just, Tears of the Kingdom is just one of those games where getting 100% is insane. And I don't want to go down the road of insane. To be quite honest with you, I've actually went insane enough in that game, to be honest with you. Most recently, I actually acquired the Awakening armor set. Now, I will admit, I actually did get a little bit of help online. Okay, so basically what happened was I wanted to find out, is the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening armor set exclusive to the Amiibo? So what happened was, there was a thumbnail of a video basically saying where to get it. I didn't want to find out where to get it, but it showed this particular area in the game. So that led me to the location of I believe it was the trousers. No, yeah, it was the trousers of Awakening. The thing is though, it just showed me the location. I didn't know what was going on. I went to the location. I thought I had to fight a King Gleeok, which I did. I actually fought and defeated 3 King Gleeoks so far on my own. I have a sensor for. Sorry, no, I will get back to the gameplay in a second. Sorry. See, I'm obsessed with Tears of the Kingdom. I have a sensor that tracks treasure chests, so it was telling me there was one below me. And eventually I figured out a puzzle. I don't want to spoil things for people. That's why I'm not saying exactly what's going on, because I don't want people to be spoiled. Eventually I figured it out, got the trousers of time. Then you get a little hint in the game as to where the next piece of armor is, which was the mask, more importantly, the mask of Awakening, which is terrifying. Big beady eyes, like a Canadian. Got that. Also, there was a pretty tough puzzle to solve to get that. But the third one, there was no clue for the third one. I'll be honest with you. Look, it wrecked my head. So I realised that I needed to find this guy, this bandit, who gives clues. So all I really wanted was this, a bit of a booster to basically find out where I can get this clue. That's all I did. Got the clue, found the location of the tunic of Awakening, got it, and yeah. I feel like though I kind of deserve that little bit of help, to be quite honest with you, because I've put so much effort into doing things myself up until that point. So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. So anyway, that's enough of Tears of the Kingdom. Back to Amy the Hedgehog 2. Boss battle. Sorry about that. I went on a bit too long there. Yeah, I'm obsessed with the game. I really am. So you can see that Amy actually attacks with her hammer. So it's not a spin dash, or not spin dash, it's not your, you know the way Sonic attacks regularly. Amy Rose, obviously her deal is, what's this now? Ah, bollocks, I wanted to do the running hammer attack, but her deal is she has a hammer, and that's what she does in Sonic Origins Plus. Hello, Gunnar Stalls. Amy's hot. Amy is a fictional hedgehog in a fictional video game series. Calm yourself down, Rule 34 fan. Nonetheless, you're very welcome to Green Hill Gaming for my Sonic Origins Plus live stream where I'm playing Amy the Hedgehog because she is playable in Sonic Origins Plus in Sonic 1, 2, and 3 and Knuckles. I love her tail. She doesn't have a tail. She doesn't have a tail. And I know that you're one of the other personalities of Samantha Carpenter as well, based off your channel. Nonetheless, great to have you in the live stream, and I hope that you enjoy. Chemical Plant Zone. I would say definitely one of my favourite zones of the entire series. Because of the gameplay and because of the music, of course. The music is absolutely fantastic. Again, she is a fictional hedgehog. And I don't know how old you are. I'm not interested in how old you are. But I should point out that Amy Rose is probably no older than 15. So just keep that in mind when you're saying those kind of comments. But she is fictional. Oh, these spiders, get away. And get away from my rings. They're my rings. You love her. Somebody literally declaring their love for a fictional hedgehog. I thought my life was sad. I mean, damn. Dan was right. More or less. More or less. More or less. She is, yeah. I want to do a hammer attack on them, but they do their there we go, see? That is the running hammer attack run in action. Of course she's got her spin dash as well. Because there wouldn't be Sonic 2 with a spin dash. No, I was playing Sonic Frontiers the other day, and I unlocked the spin dash by getting an S rank in all 40 chain challenge things. And I was saying that, I mean, as much as I love the fact that I got the spin dash, and I appreciate the fact that it's free DLC, I don't feel like it fits into Sonic Frontiers because it's 3D, it's a 3D space. Whereas obviously in a 2D space like this, a spinning dash like this makes perfect sense from the point of view of navigating the zone and damaging enemies. But like when it comes to Sonic Frontiers, it just doesn't feel like it belongs there, because obviously the game wasn't developed with a spin dash in mind as well, which is the most important thing to point out there. And again, it's great to see Amy on the flagpole as well. There's a flagpole, isn't there? No. Whatever it is. Signposts. Signpost. Signpost. I'm going to try to use the hammer attack every time. Because the thing is, this is what's so interesting about Amy Rose being playable in Sonic 2. Because of me playing this game for so many years, you know, as Sonic, because he was always the main character. And it's like a shock to the system when you're actually playing as Amy Rose because she's got a completely different playstyle. The spring has always annoyed me. Where's Tails? You're definitely another personality of Samantha Carpenter. 100%. Tails smells. Well, if Tails smells, then why are you asking where he is? Hmm? I'm glad he's not here. I'm glad in a way because it adds a sense of freshness, unlike Smelly Tails, to the game. Yeah. Oh god, I'm squashed. No. Now, even though there's more zones in Sonic 2, considering that there's only 2 acts in each zone, and the second act, then the end of the second act is the boss battle, it kind of like, in a way, kind of evens the game out a bit compared to the length of Sonic 1. Maybe not quite, because I know for a fact the game is longer. But I do think that overall, the sizes of the zones are actually smaller. Oh no. One of the most anxiety-driven... Oh wait a second, I just completely recovered from that one, didn't I? That was the best recovery in this area of this game, in the history of me playing this game. History is being made in this live stream, that's for sure. I'm here to see you clear this game. Oh god, I don't know about in this live stream. You may have to come back. You may have to come back in another live stream because it is quite a long game, like, to be fair, and it is quite late, like, already quite late. So I don't know if I'll be completing this game in this live stream, but I will definitely be completing the game. Amy the Hedgehog 2. Wait, did I put a 2 in? Please tell me I put a 2. Yeah, I did. Amy the Hedgehog 2. There we go. I wasn't too sure if I actually put a 2 into the live chat, so I'm glad I did. Oh my god, the comments just went away. Whatever happened there, I don't know. Doesn't matter. I don't need to refer to the comments, so it's fine. Boss battle. I think. Oh god. Hi. That's Botnik. Boom. Easy. Chronic Ruin Zone. Oh, he's weak. I know. Actually, one of the easiest boss battles in this game. That was close. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. What was the close one? And even though I'm in the bubble, the video game logic means what the hell? I actually have to get a bubble, even though I'm in the bubble. It's like Jacksepticeye, who's actually Irish but feels the need to put on an Irish accent. It's ridiculous, isn't it? You hate this one. It's alright. It's alright. It's the water, isn't it? It's the water. Yeah, I don't like water zones in Sonic games. Oh god. I think that actually may be the first time ever in the history of this game, and me playing this game, I actually landed in that precise place. Because Sonic games have a lot of like different pathways, like, you know? Like you don't have to go in the one direction. Oh god, oh Jesus. You know, Sonic Origins has, it doesn't have to be Sonic Origins Plus, like the original Sonic Origins actually has a fantastic mission mode where, like, oh crap, you're tasked with doing a specific, like, objective. Oh shit, back to the start. Specific objective, yeah, I hate the zone as well, come to think of it. Specific task to do, and it completely changes the level design of each of the zones. That's a mode that really does add, oh, for fuck's sake, excellent. Adds a level of freshness to the game as well. I'm not falling for it again now. Watch me fall for it now again. Ah. Well, let's look at the bubble. That music never gets any less terrifying. I'm telling you. Boy. I will say though that this level, this zone is... Oh crap. I will say it is a bit more lenient compared to oh god, compared to Sonic 1 when it comes to the water zones, and maybe even the length of time it takes. I am actually not even funny. Oh no, oh not funny. I'm sad. Jeez. How many seconds without a bubble? It's beyond terrifying. How many seconds? Like 4 or 5? I don't know, I was too terrified to take notice. Oh, that's close. I mean, you can imagine how frustrating this would have been for me as a kid playing it originally on Sega Mega Drive. You know, back when you couldn't save your progress. And obviously because I'm playing it on anniversary mode, you can have as many lives as you want. Yeah, this is terrifying. Oh, that was too close. My advice to anyone playing a water zone is just get a bubble every opportunity you can get. Does that fall? And yeah, get a bubble every time you can. It absolutely is terrifying. That music. There we go. I'm guessing there has to be a checkpoint not too far away from here. I don't remember these falling blocks being so terrifying though. Honestly. What is up? Oh, come on. What is up there, like? Finally. Wait, what the hell? I didn't even realise that was actually... This is actually a nice little trick as well, actually, for fighting him. You basically just go from one pillar to the next pillar. These pillars are actually reminding me of Tears of the Kingdom. I'm actually, by definition, by medical definition, obsessed with Tears of the Kingdom. I'm actually either I'm in love with Tears of the Kingdom or obsessed with Tears of the Kingdom. But to be fair, is there a difference? Is there a difference between being obsessed with something or someone to being in love? Is there? Because you think about that thing or that person all the time. So there's no difference. But yeah, I see these pillars and I'm just thinking of the pillars that were near the Tunic of Awakening in Tears of the Kingdom. Cool. Tears of the Kingdom is definitely my game of the year anyway. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but listen, not everything is everyone's cup of tea. Some people don't like tea, some people don't even like cups. You know, that's just what life is. Not everyone is a fan of Nintendo as a company, the kind of games they make, or even people who are fans of Nintendo aren't fans of Zelda. Even fans of Zelda are not fans of Tears of the Kingdom because they prefer the classic, traditional style. But that's fine. That's called life. But for me, Tears of the Kingdom just it had my attention from start to finish. And I know I say that a lot about games, but nothing on the scale of Tears of the Kingdom. I just did not want to put that game down once. So that is why I would say it's game of the year. Hope next zone's okay. Oh, it's fine. Casino Night, probably one of the best zones of all time. Isle 1 is bad too. It's all well, it can be. It can be bad when you kind of get caught in the oil itself. And Ajay, I don't know. Can I just call you AJ? You retracted your message. But nonetheless, you're very welcome to Green Hill Gaming for my Sonic Origins Plus live stream where I'm playing Amy the Hedgehog. She is now playable in Sonic 1, 2 and 3 and Knuckles for the first time. So yeah, hope you enjoy. I used to love this zone. I still do. I don't know why I'm saying used to. I always love this zone because it's the what you call it? It's the slot machine. This thing here. Absolutely obsessed with this. And they actually included Amy. Oh no. Oh, you bastard. Every one of my rings gone. Oh no, not everyone. I mean, this turned me into a bit of a sad story actually. Um, I was gambling by the age of 10. Mm. Sold the house and everything. Mm. Terrible. This game had me an avid gambler. I shouldn't even be doing this, to be honest. It is, to be fair. It's the music, isn't it? Oh god, I was squashed. So no, I respect the shit out of people that can memorize like the entire layout of a zone and just know, like, just, do you know what I mean? Just know the entire layout. Because I've been playing, as I mentioned, I've been playing this game fucking out for like, I mean, well over 25 years. Well over 25 years. Like a lot of times over those years. And I mean, I still play this zone like it's, I wouldn't say new, like, but I still, like, I don't know the layout of this level, you know, completely. So anyone who knows like the layout and can like do speed runs and stuff, I absolutely respect the shit out of that, to be honest. It's insane, like. Ah, crap. In Sonic Heroes, they actually have a zone very like casino. Well, to be fair, there's lots of Sonic games that have like casino-like zones. But I think the one in Sonic Heroes just feels like the most casino-like type zone. I actually love that. Sonic Heroes is actually a great 3D Sonic game, to be fair. I know like 3D Sonic games have had a bit of a rocky road. Hopefully things have settled down now with Frontiers. I think the majority of people like Sonic Frontiers. There's always going to be, especially in this day and age, gamers that just will moan. And the thing is, like, how many of those fuckers are moaning about Capcom including a battle pass, a premium battle pass, which locks minor content like emotes behind a paywall, where you can only get access to that minor content like emotes by paying actual money through microtransactions. That is €70 game. I mean, I don't hear many people apart from myself moaning about that. Yet you get people moaning, you can, there's pop-ins in Frontiers. It's boring. Yada yada yada. Yet they have provided 2 massive batches of free DLC so far. People complain. But no, overall, Sonic Frontiers was quite successful. I think overall people liked it. And I do believe that it'll be the blueprint for the future of modern Sonic. And the great thing is, modern Sonic and classic Sonic are actually coexisting right now because Sonic Superstars will be releasing at the end of the year. This is a brand new 2D Sonic, not a collection of classic games, not a remaster of classic games like Sonic Origins, not a best of like Sonic Generations, but an actual new 2D Sonic the Hedgehog game with a brand new art style and brand new gameplay. Bring it on. Well, the thing about Fortnite is I don't have a problem with Fortnite having a battle pass because Fortnite is free. You're not paying €70 to play a battle royale in Fortnite. You're not paying €70 to hop on the battle bus and get a victory royale, are you? It's free to play a Fortnite. Someone who pays €1,000 for microtransactions in Fortnite is going to get the exact same gaming experience as somebody who's never spent 1 cent on Fortnite. Because surprise, surprise, buying skins in Fortnite does not make you a better player. Because when you purchase something in Fortnite, it's purely cosmetic. I don't have a problem with Fortnite having a battle pass because it's free to play. But when you're paying €70 for a game like Street Fighter, and then you see that there's this minor content locked behind a paywall in the form of a premium battle pass, that shit pisses me off. But not Fortnite, because it's a free to play game. So I wouldn't compare Fortnite to Street Fighter 6. I mean, it's not even you see me like defending Fortnite, really. You know, I'm not having a go at Fortnite, but well, to be honest, I'm not really having a go. It's just I've played it. I've actually enjoyed it. I've actually had some pretty fun memories of Fortnite, but in the end, it's just not the kind of game for me. I will say some of the crossovers just annoy me. I don't like to see Kratos, a character like Kratos from a series like God of War, in the marketplace of Fortnite players and seeing him doing fucking dances. It's just terrible. And then to make matters worse, you've got like Chris Redfield in there now as well, and Tomb Raider, like Laura Croft. It's is she in it? I don't even know anymore. But it's just that kind of shit just it's just not nice to look at, you know. And then you've got these little zoomers who've never played Street Fighter or Resident Evil or even God of War, and they come up with things like they see Kratos in Ragnarok and they're like, oh, that's Kratos from Fortnite. You know, they see Street Fighter 6 and they'll say, oh, that's Chun-Li from Fortnite. And then you see Green Hill Gaming beating some motherfucking zoomer to death with a shovel. Oh shit, I thought I missed my lift. The time is actually not going too bad at all, surprisingly. I feel like I've been streaming a lot longer, to be honest. I actually could have been later, because I was actually playing Tears of the Kingdom before I went live. I wanted to, because I got, as I said earlier, I got the Link's Awakening armor set. And one of the cool things about getting armor in Tears of the Kingdom is it's fully visible in cutscenes. So seeing that Link's Awakening armor, which is pretty fucking frightening, to be honest. If you've seen the Link's Awakening amiibo, it's basically exactly that. So to see that in Tears of the Kingdom in a cutscene, it's something else. It's something you have to experience, to be honest. But I kind of want to get the most of it. I kind of feel like I should have gotten that armor well a lot earlier, because I have there's no cutscenes left now, because I mean I've completed the story, so yeah. But look, it's still nice to have it. Like I have all the classic armor now. There's still a couple of pieces of armor, like the Fierce Deity or something. I don't know how to go, but I mean it's a massive game. It's a massive game. I'm not expecting to 100% that game. by any means. I just don't want to. I don't want to 100% Tears of the Kingdom because it's just I have too many other games to get around to completing to be getting 100% on Tears of the Kingdom. But I definitely am proud of how much effort I put into that game in terms of side stuff, more than anything else. I mean, the depths alone. I mean, the depths. I have 100% the depths. I've gotten everything there is to get in the depths. I've brought full light to the depths. All the light routes, all lit up. So, I mean, I'm very proud of that. So, yeah. It's time to take a break now from Tears. I'm obsessed with that game. I don't remember ever being this obsessed with a game. So that's why it's Game of the Year, in my personal opinion. And hello, Nicole. As always, you are very welcome to Green Hill Gaming. How are you doing? Welcome to my Sonic Origins Plus live stream, where it's Amy the Hedgehog 2, because of course Amy Rose is playable for the first time in Sonic 2, along with Sonic 1 and 3 and Knuckles. So hope you're doing well, and I hope that you enjoy. Hi Johnny, I got the armor. Fantastic. Did you get it on your own? Because I actually have to admit, I think Amy farted. I think she did too. I can smell it. It's rotten, rank. But I have to admit, I actually did technically look up where to go about getting the um the the trousers of time. But it was accidental. I tell you now, it was accidental. I actually wasn't 100% sure whether that armor set was locked behind the amiibo, the Link's Awakening amiibo, or whether it could be found in the game. So I typed it up on YouTube. Is the Link's Awakening armor set in Tears of the Kingdom locked behind an amiibo? Next minute, this video pops up, and there was a thumbnail, and it showed me a location. So I said, "Fuck it." I didn't ask for this, but it's there now. So I went to the location. But the thing is, it wasn't a case of go here, do this. You know, it wasn't step by step. It was just a location. So I went to the location, and I had a sensor that tracked treasure chest, so it was beeping. But the thing is, it was indicating that it was below me. I was like, how the fuck? I thought first I had to fight the King Gleeok, which I actually fought 3 of them completely on my own. So I took down the King Gleeok thinking that a chest would appear. That wasn't the case. It was still indicating that it was below me. I eventually figured out a puzzle, and I got the Trousers of Awakening. Then there was a hint to go to the Mask of Awakening, so I got that. That was a really tough puzzle to figure out. Did it? Got the Mask of Awakening, which is the best part, to be honest. But then there was no hint. There was no fucking hint. And then I figured out, like, okay, so I gotta find this bandit guy to give me a hint. But I just said, look, fuck it. I've put enough effort into this game on my own. I've done so much on my own in this game. I've gotten pretty much every piece of armor in the depths. Actually, got 100% every armor in the depths on my own. I put so much side quests, completed so much side quests. Fuck it, I'm gonna get a little bit of help. So what I did was I looked up online where to find this letter from the bandit to give a hint to find the final piece of the armor, which was a tunic of awakening. Did that anyway, and I mean, I figured out where to go from the hint, and yeah. So yeah, technically I did have to look it up online, but it is what it is. I really like all the older ones that are in. I know, I mean, you've got like pieces of armor from the original Zelda. You got Ocarina of Time. You have Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, even Breath of the Wild. It's crazy the amount of armor in this game. The classic ones really is. Is Amy a man? Could be. YouTube shorts show me too cool stuff not to follow. Show me too cool stuff. Yeah, I mean, I would say that 99.5% of Tears of the Kingdom was done by myself. The other 0.5% would have been that minor help that I got online. And again, it was just pointing me in like the right direction, as opposed to looking up online to know exactly where to go and exactly what to do in its precise place. Do you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a case of that. It was just literally like, this is the area where it is somewhere, for the Trousers of Awakening. I had to figure out what to do when I got there, which I did. And then for the tunic, of Awakening. I mean, it was even like it was literally I just had to be told where to go to get the clue. That was in the game. The clue was in the game, not online, in the game. So yeah, I'm like defending myself. I'm so proud. I'm a proud gamer. I'm proud. I like to do things on my own. But as I said, 99.5% of Tears of the Kingdom I've done on my own. So I'm happy enough with that. I mean, when I first played The Legend of Zelda, which was Twilight Princess, I was like a nun in a brothel. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what was going on around me. Okay? Like, it was so alien to me. Like, the concept of Zelda, the puzzles, the items, just the mechanics of Zelda, so alien to me. But, over the years I've improved, and I think I'm very proud of what I've achieved in Tears of the Kingdom as a gamer. Anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, some fantastic armor. Just get away, give me the ring. Boom. Dr. Robotnik is pretty easy to defeat in Sonic 2, it has to be said. Has to be said. But how are you enjoying Tears of the Kingdom overall, Nicole? It really is fun collecting those classic pieces of armor, isn't it? There's one thing I haven't gotten yet, and it's the Hylian shield. And I'm not looking up online. I went to Hyrule Castle early on, thinking I would find it there because that's where you find it in Breath of the Wild. Couldn't find it anywhere. You see, the game is massive. The game is full of side quests, and some of those side quests will actually point you in the direction of these pieces of gear. This music is fantastic, Hilltop Zone. So it's massive. I don't expect to 100% that game, as I mentioned. It's too big of a game. It's well worth 70 €. Anyone calling it DLC, you people are the cancer of the gaming industry. You know, saying stupid little things like that. I mean, if that's the case, then FIFA, every single FIFA game after the very first FIFA game was DLC. If that's the case, every wrestling game that's released after the first wrestling game ever released is DLC. I mean, and that's just like those kind of games. But that's like saying like, GTA 5 is DLC. I mean, it's stupid. It really is stupid. I mean, GTA has returned to Liberty City many times. You know, Nintendo returned to Hyrule for a second time. Um, does it make it DLC? No, it doesn't. It's stupid that people are calling this game DLC. You call it what you want, but I can tell you one thing. It's my game of the year anyway. But I don't think it'll win game of the year though, because Jeff Keighley just does this thing where it's like watching a movie and like a horror movie. Like, I don't know, just watching a movie like, oh, it was him, he's the killer. And then it's not. That's to me, that's what the game was like. It's not going to win game of the year. It's not going to win game of the year. It'll be something like Hogwarts Legacy or some other kind of like game like that. It'll just be this game that we technically have heard about, but I would say I don't know. I can't put it into words, but it won't be Tears of the Kingdom anyway. It will not be Tears of the Kingdom. It's great. I did that in the Kellogg's Frosties voice. I really like it. Be a new boat. I'm addicted to it. Yeah, it feels like it's a game that you can play. Exactly. That's exactly it. It's a game that you feel you can play forever. It doesn't matter what you could. You could be on your way to doing something like a side quest or a side adventure, and you find a shrine, and the next minute you're spending like 2 hours to solve the shrine. It's just it goes on forever. I mean, I told myself like 2 weeks ago that I was done with that game. I've did everything I wanted to do, and the next minute I'm trying to find this piece of armor, and you know, realizing that I didn't find this sage, and realizing I didn't, do everything there is to do in the story. It's just crazy. It just keeps going and going and going. I mean, Nintendo don't always charge 70 € for their games, but I'm telling you, it's justified. I mean, Capcom are charging 70 € for Street Fighter 6, and I think it's the most overrated fighting game that's going to release this year. I think Tekken and Mortal Kombat are going to absolutely trump Street Fighter 6. I think the World Tour mode in Pacific is so fucking overrated. Some of the dialogue is pathetic. Some of the submissions, if you want to call them that, because some of them are actually just tutorials in disguise, it's pathetic. It absolutely is. I mean, sometimes even the visual quality of like the hair on the arms, I thought it was only an avatar creation, but I've seen actual characters in the game, and you can still see that terrible hair um, mechanic. So I think the game is overrated, and add that then to the fact that this €70 game from Capcom includes a fucking battle pass. Imagine if Nintendo included a premium battle pass in Tears of the Kingdom, where they locked behind all those, they locked all of those armor that we spoke about, the Link's Awakening armor, the Ocarina of Time, Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild armor. Imagine Nintendo locked all of that armor behind the paywall of a premium battle pass. There'd be riots on the street. All the Nintendo haters would be like unifying together, you know, like a fucking army, and like they would be calling for the head of the Nintendo president. They would be, I'm telling you, it would be fucking anarchy, complete anarchy, right? If it was Nintendo. But like, who the hell, apart from me, is talking about Capcom including a premium battle pass in a €70 game that's overrated as fuck? I can tell you one game that will definitely not win Game of the Year, and that's Street Fighter 6. Mario is more fun than Sonic. I would say they're both fun. That's just me. I mean, I have both of the series. I've played both of the series. I grew up with both of the series. So, me personally, I mean, I can't speak for you or anyone else, but me personally, I think they're equally good. So, judging on the time, I think I'll get to the end of the zone, and or maybe even I get to the end of this zone, and we will call it a night, and we will call it a live stream. This can be an annoying zone. What's actually interesting about this particular zone, that's that seesaw thing in the jig. Oh no, never mind. I was going to say it was introduced in the Master System and Game Gear version, but it actually wasn't. It's from Starlight Zone in Sonic 1 on Mega Drive, or Game Genesis, depending on what part of the world that you reside in. But this year is going to be a very fun year for both Sonic and Mario, because we have a brand new 2D Mario and a brand new 2D Sonic, all releasing, I think in the same week, actually. Definitely in the same month. So I believe both of those games are coming out in October of this year, so crazy. It's actually mental if you stop and think about it. Ed Boon was talking recently about how he feels like it's very rare that the planets align and you have a brand new Mortal Kombat, a brand new Street Fighter, and a brand new Tekken releasing all in the same year. Add that to the fact that a brand new 2D Mario and 2D Sonic is coming out in the same year. As far as retro gaming is concerned, okay, whether you're a retro fighter or a retro platformer gamer, this is, I would say, one of the best years in gaming in a very long time. And then the sci-fi shooter inside. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. I am tired. That's a good observation. That is a good observation. It's quarter to one here. So try to get to the end of this zone as quickly as possible. And this part here is why I hate this zone more than any other zone in the game, to be quite. Oh, much now. Maybe squash. But I'm actually addicted to Tears of the Kingdom, though. That's just something that I'm just after really becoming aware of throughout this live stream, when I'm actually hearing myself talking about it. I actually am. I mean, I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, it's an indication of it's an example of why I believe it's Game of the Year. Because you know the way some people, when you ask them, oh, what's your favorite game this year? Oh, it's Tears of the Kingdom. Why? Oh, I don't know why. Okay, fair enough. But I can add, you know what I mean? I can tell you why. And it's because of the fact that the game just has me hooked. I am actually addicted, you know, to this game. I just can't put it down. I remember, again, a couple of weeks back, I was in the depths, and all I wanted was to get it was the cap of time, right? Because the first piece of armor that I got in Tears of the Kingdom, in the depths, because the majority of the armor you get, the majority of the armor you get in Tears of the Kingdom is actually found in the depths. So the first piece of armor that I got was the Tunic of Time, and it felt cool because it was from Ocarina of Time, and I remember playing Ocarina of Time. The first time I played it was on the 3DS actually, the 3DS remake, so I thought that was really cool. So then I kind of said to myself, oh, I really want to find the rest of that set, because at that stage of the game, I only explored probably 5% of the depths. There was still so much more of the depths to be fully explored and fully lit up. So I said to myself, oh, I really want to get that complete set. Bear in mind, that was just one set now. Right? One set. So then I proceeded to fully explore the depths. This was before I even completed the story now, right? I said I'm going to explore the depths 100%. So I started to find more gear over time, right? Started finding gear for Wind Waker as well, actually in there. Wind Waker, Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess, and more. Right? Eventually, I said, okay, all I want, if I can find the cap of time, I'll stop doing this, complete the story, and take a break. That was like 2 weeks ago. Possibly even more than 2 weeks ago, actually. So I eventually defeated my first King Gleeok. By the way, I defeated 3 King Gleeoks on my own. They're pretty easy when you really stop and think about it. Well, I suppose if you put the effort in, it's easy. But defeated the King Gleeok and got the cap of time, and I was like, yes! I think it was the cap of... No, not the... Was it... No, sorry, no. When you defeat the King Gleeok, you get the cap of Twilight. That's what it was. I got the cap of time in some... I'm probably helping people here now, or spoiling things for people. But that might as well say, to get the cap of time, you need to go to the Elden region in the depths. So you have the lava area, and you go up to some platform, and you can get it there. Shit, I didn't mean to actually do that. Stop. And then when you get it... Yeah, so then when I got that, I was ecstatic. Finally got the full Ocarina of Time answer. And I had said to myself that I would complete the story and take a break. But that's not what happened. That's not what happened at all. I continued to explore the depths 100% and proceeded to get every single piece of armor that was left. Yeah, and that drove me insane. Then I completed the story. Then I realised that I didn't get everything in the story. There was one stage missing, so I did that. And then most recently I wanted to find the Link's Awakening armor. So yeah, I'm addicted to that. I'm gonna have to take a break now, because I actually have Sonic Origins Plus on the Switch, and I kind of want to play a bit of that. I'm not quite sure what to do on it, because I don't want to be playing exactly the same content I'm playing on PlayStation, so maybe play a couple of Game Gear games on it. There's 12 Game Gear games on Sonic Origins Plus, so there's plenty to do. Jesus, for someone who's tired, I'm yapping away. But that's something I actually do from time to time, is I actually yap. Yep. So once I actually complete this song now, straight to bed for me. Oh god, I actually forgot that it was... This is gonna be easy. He barely got time to fart. Poor Robotnik. Well, that was much quicker than I actually thought. I might get time to listen to some music in the museum actually, but like 10 minutes or so before we end the live stream. I think that's like maybe halfway through, possibly. So it's just perfect for like part 2 of this live stream. So Amy the Hedgehog 2, part 2. That's going to confuse people. For Mystic Cave, it saves automatically. You just go to the main menu and it saves automatically by Modern. So I'm going to go to Museum song. I think the last time I was listening to premium music. Was there any more premium music? What can you search for? I'm pretty sure I listened to music from 1 and 2. See, I'm not that familiar with Sonic CD and 3 and Knuckles, but you know what I'm going to do though? Because there actually is some nice music in 3 and Knuckles, so I'm actually going to listen to. Is there any from Sonic 3 and Knuckles? There is. What ones do I like? I'd say I don't even recognize any. Well, obviously Angel Island I recognize. Right, that's actually a nice piece of music, but I won't listen to it now. I just want to see. Sky Sanctuary, no. I'm going to go to the normal collection is your standard soundtrack, whereas the premium collection is a remixed soundtrack. So I'm going to filter it for, so this is Sonic 3 and Knuckles. There's a few songs in Sonic 3 and Knuckles that I actually really like. I'm trying to find them now. More importantly, trying to remember what it is. I think Launch Base is one of them. It's upbeat, so upbeat for the music. We'll go to Knuckles, considering that this game is all about him. Sonic and Knuckles was a big deal back in the day because of what it allowed you to do. Like, it came with this cartridge that you would put into the game, and you obviously, and more importantly, you get access to Sonic and Knuckles, which was pretty much prehistoric for the Zoomers now. Prehistoric DLC, because it allowed you not only like it added content to Sonic 3, but it allowed you, if you put in Sonic 1 and 2 into this cartridge, into the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge, you could actually play as Knuckles in Sonic 1 and 2. But obviously the beef of the game was Sonic and Knuckles. So yeah, there's a little history lesson for all you Zoomers out there. I can't believe how different that song is actually. I think so, yeah, Sonic 3 and Knuckles would have been the first Sonic game that actually had different music for each act. Interesting fact there as well. Oh, Sandopolis actually is. I actually like how that song is. Yeah, this is nice too. So the story behind Sonic 3 and Knuckles is during the development of Sonic 3, like Sega and Sonic Team just had so many ideas. They had so many zones. They had Knuckles playable in a lot more zones. Oh no, he's actually meant to be playable completely. Or he actually isn't playable in Sonic 3, the original. So he was supposed to be playable and there was supposed to be a lot more zones. No, I am a millennium. Thankfully. I've been called a boomer for so long, and then I realised I'm not a boomer. I'm actually a millennium, because I was born in 1988, so that does not make me a millennium. Thankfully. But, so yeah, they had some pretty big ideas for Sonic 3. Those ideas would eventually get shelved. Sega were put under pressure to release the game for the holidays. So Christmas basically over here in Ireland. America they call it the holidays. They were put under pressure, release the game. You know, even back then there was crunch time. So the game basically released as Sonic 3 without all the content that they wanted to include. That content ended up becoming Sonic and Knuckles. So it was a cartridge that you put Sonic 3 into, and it would become Sonic and Knuckles. But obviously then what you could do as well is you could put the cartridge for Sonic 1 and 2 into it, and you could play as Knuckles in those two games. So yeah, prehistoric DLC, basically. It's kind of unheard of, really, I would say. It really was. And the other music, well, Lava Reef actually sounds good too. I don't even, like, because I was so unfamiliar with Sonic 3, I really was. I actually thought that Lava Reef was actually a new zone when I was playing Sonic Mania. I honestly did not know that it was actually from this game. So anyway, with the risk of rambling on for the next 2 hours, I'm going to end the live stream here, and thank you all very much for watching this live stream. It's much appreciated. So I'm going to say good night, and I will catch you all in the next live stream. And just to confirm once again, I am not a boomer. I am a millennium because I was born in 1988. Bye bye, Nicole. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye, everyone else, and I will see you all next time.